Thanks so much for being with us today. So I know you've got some important news and information updates about the lice infestation problem, especially super lice that we're hearing about in the news right now. So can you tell us about what's going on with super lice and what people can do about it?
There is a major problem with using any particular poison on any particular pest because eventually they become resistant to it and it doesn't work anymore. So that all of the over-the-counter pediculicides, the stuff that people normally go to the store and buy to get rid of lice, the head lice, which is a major problem with children, doesn't work. The health departments, the government's now saying that the lice have become totally resistant to it. They call these super lice. And I tell people, honestly, if you can shampoo your kid's head, if you can wash your child's hair, you can remove super lice and their nits. And you can probably make several $100s an hour. There's a major problem out there because people don't know how to get rid of these lice. They sit back and they buy one poison after another poison after another poison after another poison after another poison. They go to school, they still got the lice. Some schools are saying it's okay, keep the lice, just want you back in school. Some schools have a no nit policy. But all of the pediculicides that are on the market, whether they're over the counter or pharmaceutical, ones that you get prescription for, don't remove the nits. They don't do that. So like if you buy something that's got pyrethrin or pyrethroids in it, permethrin, whatever, it doesn't remove the nits. It actually makes them harder to remove. And if you go to your doctor and get a lindane or a malathion prescription or over-the-counter prescription, you have an even more toxic product you're putting on your child's head. You can't put that lindane on a dog, but you can put it on a baby. That doesn't make any sense at all. But they're desperate now to find some way to get rid of lice. What we have done is we created a product, a simple product that is called Lice Are Gone. And that product right there, that 8-ounce bottle will do 16 heads. It removes not only the lice, but the nits. I wrote a book, which we've published, that tell people how to get rid of lice and nits without combing. If this is the first product used, this is an FDA registered product that's over the counter. It's the only one. They can't become resistant to it. And I've written a number of websites and talked about the fact that the ideal pesticide, the perfect pesticide, has been invented by my patent. And that simply is if you use a protease enzyme, it removes the outer shell of the insect, and the insect dies, whether they're lice, whether they're roaches, or whatever they are. But this particular is lice. But it also removes the glue, which is the protein glue. Now, if they've had a pediculicide that they bought, and they put it on the kid's head repeatedly, that glue is no longer just a glue, it's a cement that's been poisoned. It's no longer just protein. So they're going to have to use sometimes this and this. Tangles are gone. Now, if you've had a pediculicide, you can use tangles are gone. We've got Indian reservations that use tangles are gone to remove the nits and the lice without even using this product. But Lice Are Gone is a very simple product. Now, they got, as I said, you can have 16 shampoos in here. Now, in that book that I've written about how to remove lice, what we've just published, it's on Kindle, that particular book will tell you that you can make about $165 to take out the lice in one kid's head. This takes 10 minutes without combing. So you could do a whole family. You can make many hundreds of dollars an hour. Now, people are desperate. There are huge corporations now. There are businesses all over that will come over to your home and remove the lice because the stuff doesn't work. They don't want to put their kids in poison, so they have them with all kinds of heating contraptions and everything else, and they put them through all this rigor. But that can be done very simply. And I say to people honestly, if you can shampoo your child's head, you can remove lice and nits without combing, super lice and nits without combing. You can do it all. And still, you can serve the public right now because they need people to do this. If you're willing to go to somebody's home and remove their lice, they're willing to pay you. And that's all in that book that we've written. It's on Kindle that you can put on the bottom of this particular thing that tells people how to get on there and tells them that there's ways of doing it. It also tells you what kind of a guarantee you can give, what other people are doing. There's many businesses out there that do this. but it's not something that can be ever become resistant to. They can't become resistant to the protease and the surfactant. Any single cleaner, any soap, anything will kill insects better than any insecticide. People just seem to forget that. When I was in Hawaii, I was talking to the Department of Agriculture there, and they said, Steve, whatever you do is fine with us. We don't care. But this is FDA approved. It's registered. Not approved, but it's registered. And it's over the counter. So it's one of the only products that you can buy right now that'll remove that without hurting your child. It's safe.